All right, guys, the time is here. Some may say it's the greatest moment. It is a trifecta of the planets aligning. The greatest release schedule for set TCGs. Three TCGs releasing the greatest sets all in the same time period. It's going to be amazing, right? Or you could say we have three TCGs competing with each other, splitting the market, dividing the money, causing stores to fire sell their other product just to raise capital. Is it going to collapse everything? Is this the end of everything, right? Is it doom? Or is it all perfect, right? So that's what we're going to explore today. We're going to explore each set, what it brings to the table, and why it's going to propel us into a brighter future and an amazing summertime. Or these three sets could possibly be the catalyst that brings the end to the TCG funhouse that we've been enjoying, right? So let's get to it. I'm going to start with High Seas. It's probably the one I've been talking about the most, and I think it's probably, I'd say, the safest. Now, when I say it's the safest, what I'm also saying is it may not do the most. It may just be the most stagnant, right? It may just flatline as far as box prices. I don't really believe that. I think we're going to see pretty... I expect the boxes to sit around 120 to 150 unless something happens and there's just an insane shortage of supply. But everything I'm seeing right now, I expect them to sit around 120, maybe get to 150 if those gold packs really end up being, or if like a lot of things have to align for this to work, right? You have kind of two options for High Seas. You have the option where it's like the singles are really good and you have the gold packs, so it creates this just trifecta, right? Of like you got the custom booster boxes, the awesome singles, and the gold packs. It's great, right? Or we have a situation where essentially people really only care about the gold packs. The singles really don't end up kind of hitting as hard as we want. And the gold packs sort of end up being a letdown where everyone's just pulling crap and maybe 2 or 3 people pulled something good, but it was never recorded, or they ended up being in Rudy's basement, right? So no one ever saw them. That's really the only two paths for High Seas. But I have high hopes. I think it'll usher in a new dawn, a new era of Fab players. And for the most part, I have very high hopes for High Seas. Again, really I'm not seeing like boxes hitting crazy pre-order prices, right? Like they're still 120. Like you can't get them at the $90 anymore, or $99 from Game Nerds anymore. But I'm not seeing really anything over the 120, which I think is healthy. And I think it's healthy that the $99 booster boxes sold out. If they hadn't sold out, that would have been a little worrying, to be honest. So I'd say, again, it's the most flat. I'd say it's the safest play. Maybe. I don't know. What do I know, right? Now, Destined Rivals. This could bring about the golden age. I shouldn't even say the gold, because we're already at the golden age. It could bring about the platinum age, the black and white age, the dawn, the where we don't even see in color anymore. It's the greatest era of Pokemon ever, right? Or it destroys everything. The distributors, they're messing everything up. They're destroying the system by charging stores over MSRP. They're ruining everything. This is how you mess it all up, right? Is with Destined Rivals, with greed. This is where greed comes in and destroys everything, right? But then again, this is what brings in the masses. This is what keeps Pokemon more than just a game piece. This is what makes it the largest IP in the world, is when you have people who are just losing their minds at stores to make an extra $1.50 and make an extra $20 off an ETB. They'll go punch a kid in the face to go make $20 off an ETB that they waited in line for 2 hours for, so they're averaging like what, $10 an hour? Just go work minimum wage, bro. It's more than $10 an hour. Actually, I think the federal minimum wage is still like $7.75 or something. Maybe they raised that. What a society, huh? Anyway. Final Fantasy. More like this is finally it for all the TCGs. It's over, right? No, this finally an amazing set that is going to propel Magic. I actually, for the most part, this is my thoughts on Final Fantasy when it comes to this set for Magic. Collector boxes, personally, not for me. A little too expensive. I rather put my money in other things. But if that's your game, if that's what you do, yeah, I'd say get some. I'd say I would have been pre-ordering those as soon as possible from the LGS as quickly as I could have, right? Now, something I will say though that I've honestly been thinking very heavily on, and I think it's gonna I've only pre-ordered, it's like 2 or 3, might only be 2, of the play boosters. Now, the reason for this is getting them at like $149. I think that there's a chance, what like we might see here is, let's say there's a really playable card. Well, you can't really get them from the collector's boxes, right? Because they're going to be just insanely expensive, right? Like no one's cracking collector's boxes for singles. Well, I'm sure there are people, right? That's like high roller, like I'm just not there yet, right? That's a gamble, right? I don't think you're going to win that gamble unless you're doing a lot of them. But let's say there is some singles that aren't like, they're just like really playable. I think you have a good chance at doing good on mass box openings on Final Fantasy play booster boxes. Again, those boxes, the play boxes, are going to be printed into the ground more than likely. I don't see those things breaking 150. Any time that those break 150, they will get heavily reprinted. My best example for you guys is go look at the Lord of the Rings set and draft boxes. I'm pretty sure they're still printing those, because anytime those boxes get close to 200, it just plummets. It's like WotC just dumps like another 20, 30 pallets on the market. So be very careful though when it does come to these, because even like cause the theory is good, right? Like let's say, oh, Lord of the Rings, it's so expensive and people want the playable cards. They're not going, like the collector's out of their reach for most people, right? So they're going to be going to the set and draft boxes because they still have that for Lord of the Rings. The problem is I'm pretty sure WotC's going to print those until they can't. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but WotC is still printing Lord of the Rings draft and set boxes. So it might be a good flipping singles thing, but do not think that you're going to invest in Final Fantasy play boosters. All right. So overall, guys, what do I think? Again, when you have this much attention and then this much money coming into the market, while it's kind of focused on certain things, the money is going to trickle to the other products. Like, once Destined Rivals hits a certain price, people kind of just go, okay, what's the other stuff, right? Like, the smart money is looking at older Scarlet and Violet and some Sword and Shield stuff still. So, again, don't go crazy. Don't just sell your house and put everything into this, right? This isn't a guaranteed thing. Nothing's guaranteed. You could lose it all. These could be the worst 3 sets ever. I really need to warn you guys that nothing's, the G word, we don't use the G word. Nothing's guaranteed except uncertainty. The only thing that's guaranteed is that it's not going to be guaranteed. So really, do what you will. I don't care. Also, I don't know how, so if you're still here, I'm going to do some real weird meta thing and try and get 3 videos out of this video. I'm really going to edit this video and title it like, these are the best 3 sets ever, and I'm going to edit it to where I'm only saying positive things. If you were kind of wondering why I was like flip-flopping so much, I'm going to edit the video to where I'm only saying positive video things. And tomorrow, I'm going to release a video where it's just like, this is the greatest thing ever. Oh my goodness. Good golly gosh, guys. And then the day after that, I'm going to edit the same video, chop it up, and it's basically going to be me saying that you guys need to sell everything. It's over. Give it up. It's game over, man, right? Insert game over, man meme. So I just thought that'd be funny. I wanted to. This is like my film school. I'm just doing experimental nonsense here. You know, I'm just, again, this is all for fun. I'm not getting paid to do this. This is all about fun. So the new challenge for myself is, how can I edit this video into 3 videos? Is it being lazy or is it being genius? You decide. I'll see you guys.